Just performing the last checks on our aircraft here before we get started. Other C-17 is already loaded up and they've got that ramp closed, so we're just going to get ours closed shortly. They're just going to go and do the final checks on the exterior whilst we go and take our seat inside. Ramp is closing as all the loading for our aircraft has been completed. Door is being shut as well there. Looks like the jets will be first to take to the runway there. Canopies are closing just over there in the distance. So it'll be the F-18s that will be taking off first, followed shortly by the E-3 Sentry and our reconnaissance aircraft, and there'll be the two C-17s where we'll be transporting ammunition and supplies to foreign air bases. Engines spooling up as the jets are making their way onto the taxiway now. So, first of the jets to take off. They'll be followed by two others shortly after, and then we have the reconnaissance aircrafts that just line up themselves as well. Engines are on. Let's go and start pulling forwards a bit here. As the other C-17 is making their way onto the runway now. So, flaps are being set now. We're going to go and start making our way onto the runway, or just holding short of the runway. Until we're ready. We'll be the last one in the air, but once we are in the air, the F-18s will essentially circle around to meet us and escort us up north. Just go and hold right here as they make their way onto the runway. You can kind of see the rest in the sky there, almost assuming formation. I believe those will be the three F-18s, and you can see the others kind of catching up to them. Once the runway's clear, we'll go and take our place as well and be the last one to join them. Looks like we've not got much winds today. Pretty good visibility as well, so perfect day to go flying here. Right, flaps are all set there. We're all good. So once we're all lined up here, should be ready to take off there. It's going to take us quite a bit to get up rolling down this runway when we've got vehicles loaded into the back, but we'll keep rolling there, keep rolling. Use as much of the runway as we can, really, to get this thing up. And rotating. All right, and we are up. So it looks like the others are just behind that mountain there. We'll go and circle around to join them. Looks like we're going to be sitting at 1,000 feet, and I believe the targeted speed is 250 knots. So two C-17s flying just over 1,000 feet there, passing over the island there. Spot. I believe those two over there are the reconnaissance aircrafts, because I do believe they were heading up separately. Yes, that would be them. I'm just going to make a slight move to the right, sit slightly closer to the other C-17 there. Okay, not bad, not bad. So we've only got two aircrafts with us, which should be plenty. We're still heading north here, slightly off our bearing. Should be alright. Nothing has come through on the radio so far. We're all clear on the radio, so we're just going to sit here with our two fighter jets following us. I believe one of the other F-18s had an engine failure, which is why I had to turn around and land, but we still got plenty of support here. A lot of activity going on to our right there, so we're getting a bit close here. We're going to continue for about 10 or 15 more miles, and then we're going to turn right and come into land. But there's a lot of activity going on over there. I know there are other military bases in the area, but I didn't think there'd be that many aircrafts in the air. I'm going to go and start our banking to the right here as we prepare to come in for a land here. But there is a lot of movement going over there. Can't exactly see what's happening, but seems to be some sort of aircrafts in there. I believe our E-3 Sentry is over there as well, in some capacity. But we'll continue to turn around here. Aircraft 3 o'clock unidentified. Yeah, there's a lot of activity going on down there. I'm seeing multiple other jets in the air. We're about 5 minutes out from landing. Are we good to land? We've assumed a tighter formation now that we are aware of other aircrafts in the area. Is that a F4 Phantom that's just basically flow right by us here? So as we've been told to enter a holding pattern here, waiting for permission. Okay, yeah, we're definitely obviously not allowed to land just yet, so we're going to bank to the left here. So we're heading directly north now, away from the airport, as F4 Phantoms have been detected in the airspace. We continue to head north with no idea, to be honest, of where we're landing. We're still waiting for permission. So we are actually heading up by Perth International Airport at the moment. I'm going to circle around here in a minute, but we're still waiting for, well, still waiting for any sort of command, whether we are landing or whether we are diverting. Okay, we've just been told by command, head southwest to Greater Rockford. So we're currently turning to the right as the landing has been aborted. It seems to be the F4 Phantoms that were patrolling the airspace. Most likely took off from one of the other air bases when they saw us on radar. And, well, it wouldn't be safe for us to attempt a landing, even though we do have a couple of jets alongside us. Alright, let's get the map up here real quick. Where are we heading? So... we're heading to Greater Rockford. We haven't been told exactly where we're landing. If we are landing at Greater Rockford, then obviously they have to clear that with the tower. Unidentified aircrafts have left our safety area, resume heading towards Greater Rockford. And I'm still yet to hear if or which airport we're actually landing at, because on Greater Rockford you have, of course, the international airport, and then you have two smaller airports, one of them being a military airbase. So, okay. Proceed direct to Airbase Gary. Right, that answers my question then. So we're heading approach runway 04. That's fine then, that's fine. We can keep on our approach and then we'll circle round and essentially land north. That's fine. You can see our formation here with one aircraft just trailing off the back, and we'll be landing here. So we're going to essentially cross under the bottom of the island there and come up and land runway 04 at Airbase Gary. F-22's having a bit of fun off the left wing there. We're going to run in a nice formation here. We are actually running slightly low on fuel, I will say. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to have enough for a go-around, so we're going to make this a pretty solid landing attempt, as we're about a third. We're a third left of the tank. We should be all right, to be honest. I can see the landmass now, so we're definitely coming in pretty quick and pretty close. But yeah, we should be fine. Just, well, can't do anything crazy. You can see the two other fight jets there. They've done their job escorting us and just going into a holding pattern. Believe may need to refuel as well before they come into a landing there, as we drop down quite aggressively, I will say. Runway's just behind that large mountain there, reducing to 220 will do. Reduce to, I believe, 60% throttle there. Coming down pretty quickly now, 2.6 thousand feet. Should be down to 1,000 any moment now. You can see the rest of the escort has split off a bit. Now we are in, well, friendly airspace, and also so we can get these down pretty quickly, landing one after the other. So there's the bridge. We're going to be turning out this mountain here, and just around the corner there, along the coast, is the runway we'll be landing at. Just passing over the industrial town there, so we're going to drop quite abruptly here for this runway. Since we came around that mountain, we've got to shed off quite a bit of altitude and speed fairly quickly, but I think we got this. We've got a bit of a hill there at the beginning of the runway. It's a very challenging approach, I will say, coming from this side. But not terrible, not terrible. Did hear a slight thump there from the back, but we're safely down. We're safely down. Alright, and we can go and vacate the runway nice and quickly via this taxiway here. I will say, pretty limited space available at this airbase. We're going to have the two C-17s parked up there, and I guess we're going to have to use every bit of the taxiway possible to store the rest of the aircraft. We can go and park this nice and close to the grass there to allow for aircrafts to park beside us here. Utilize the most amount of space possible. Engines off there. We're going to fire those down, and yeah, I mean, you can probably fit... you can definitely get the fighter jets in the corner there. The E3 is probably going to have to park down by the hangars, because there is not a lot of space over here, but thank you. Go and grab ourselves some lunch whilst they work on refueling the aircraft, and then I believe we're, well, going to be heading probably directly back to base. Whilst they work on refueling, let's head inside and grab ourselves a bit of food, shall we? And I believe we're going to turn this thing around. Where's the canteen in here? All right, lovely. Let's go and take a seat by the window there. I gotta say, it's pretty nice view we've got out the window here. You can see the rest of the aircraft taxiing and coming into land. So that was one of the tankers up there, and then we've got the F-22 that's just landed now. So we're going to have ourselves some lunch here. Nothing on the radio, so it looks like they're just refueling our jets there. We'll be up in there this afternoon again.